Oh god, I think my sword fell off the screen.
Well, what do you know? This game is Dylan cheat-proof.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Creative Gaming, the show where we inject a bit of RNG into our playthroughs, either for challenge purposes or just a new way to play the game. Alright, a few months ago I started a special playthrough of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If you haven't seen these videos, I encourage you to watch those first. It's time to return to this game. Just a quick recap of the rules. I started at the Great Plateau, which was my first mandatory active region. Once I want to go to another region, I roll a 6-sided die, and that determines my next direction. So 1 takes me north, 2 takes me east, 3 takes me south, 4 takes me west, 5 is a choice between north or south, and 6 is a choice between east or west. Once I roll the die, my next active region is then decided. I can only do shrines and get Korok seeds in my designated active region. I cannot go to previous regions to do shrines or get Koroks. I have to activate a tower in my active region, and if my region has a divine beast, I do have to beat that divine beast before moving on. You can try this challenge yourself with Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, it's valid for both. I'm about to roll to get to my 5th region. My first region was the Great Plateau, my second was Hyrule Central, where I had to visit Hyrule Castle. My third region was Dual Peaks, where Kakariko Village is, and my fourth region was Lake Hylia. So let's see where I go next. Okay, so second time in a row that I roll a 4. I have to go west again, or left on my map. And that takes us to the Gerudo Desert. Oh great, not my favorite location in the game. It's not the best early location to go to, but oh well, that's what I rolled, so let's go. Okay, so I'm still in the Lake Hylia region. Let's charter a course for the desert. An easy Korok here. Let's bomb these rocks. Ah! What the hell was that?
I think you've broken a rule.
What? What rule? Oh, my active region has changed, so I wasn't allowed to get those Koroks. Whoops, I guess I screwed up. Alright, because I broke the rules, I will now punish myself appropriately.
That's it? I'm more in favor of the swirly punishment.
Ew, that's gross, Negativo. This isn't elementary school. Alright, so if you accidentally get a Korok you weren't supposed to, or you happen to wander into a region that you haven't unlocked with a die, just call it a whoopsie and move on. I mean, what are you gonna do? Cancel your entire playthrough because you got a couple of illegal Korok seeds? So give yourself a wedgie or a spanking or whatever and just move on. I guess I'll warp to the tower and glide from there. Oh wow, I only warped a short distance and we're in this giant rainstorm now. Oh gosh, so many mountains to climb and it's friggin' raining. This game always seems to know when I want to climb mountains because it manages to put the rain on me every single time. Alright, so it stopped raining at least. I personally do a lot of climbing in this game. I remember when we were about to get Tears of the Kingdom, I knew that the game takes place in the exact same world again, Hyrule. I was concerned that I would have to climb these same mountains all over again, but the developers were clever in their design. They took that into consideration. In Tears, there are platforms that have fallen on the side of most mountains, and you can simply use an ability known as Ascend to quickly reach higher terrain. So I thought that was pretty clever. Oh, these walls are high. Was I clever enough to have cooked some stamina regeneration meals? Just one. Okay, I should make it. Alright, now we're hitting cold temperatures. Time to put on my warm doublet. I guess it's really cold. I'll have to eat a meal with cold resistance. Just a warm doublet isn't enough. Is this my tower? Yes, it is. The Gerudo region has a divine beast, and there's our ultimate goal. I will have to take that thing down before I can move on to another region. I could use my cheat to avoid this and roll to another region, but I'm not going to do that. We're going to tackle the desert and then the divine beast. Oh, that's a guardian down there. These robots are cool to fight, but I will attempt to fight them later on. They would probably one-shot me. I'll have to practice my parry before taking one on too. Ah, those mazes. Another location I'll have to tackle. Korok seed here. Now I'm near the tower. Alright, another tower activated. There's a Korok challenge here, but attempting it would mean stepping into a region that I haven't unlocked yet, so I can't go. Shrine there, and it's on my map. Alright, these electricity shrines. Get this thing here. Okay, not too difficult. Now we face a wolf and his skeleton friends. Okay, this is a lengthy side quest. To find his friends, I think I'll just skip it. Beetle annoys me because he always wants to buy your rare beetles, but these things are needed to upgrade some of your clothes in their later stages. So no Beetle, I don't want to sell. Another recipe here. Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Trying again. Did I get it? Ah, crap. Screw it then. Some enemies over there, though they seem to be a bit above my pay grade. Let's try anyway. Whoa! Alright. Here we get the formal introduction to the divine beast, Va Naboris, a giant mechanical camel. In my opinion, the most difficult of the divine beast. It has the most complex puzzles and most difficult boss. There is one good thing though, the bosses scale in difficulty with the game, so because this will be my first divine beast, the boss will be at its weakest form. These beasts always look imposing and impressive. I personally like the divine beast, although a lot of players were disappointed that there weren't actual dungeons. It might be time for me to cook some meals. Oh, there's a blood moon coming. Damn, right after I cooked a bunch of meals. If you didn't know, if you cook meals right before midnight with a blood moon, your meals will always be enhanced. So this is a useful trick to get the very best meals for yourself. So if you're new to this game, I definitely don't recommend coming to the desert early. During the day it's very hot, so you need specific clothes or cook meals that resist the heat. And unless you do a bit of extra investigating, you may not find the heat resistant clothes. Then at night it gets cold, and you need clothes or meals that resist the cold. It gets a bit annoying after a while, you constantly have to change clothes. Realistic, I guess. There are many locations in this game where you need cold resistance, but this desert is the only area where you need heat resistance. The electric enemies in this desert cause a lot of damage too. The desert is also pretty vast, and you can't run very fast on the sand. There are boots that allow you to run normally on sand, but you get them so late that you don't really need them as much by the time you actually get them. Ah shit, that's like 10 hearts of damage. Now I get to the shrine near Gerudo Town. This puzzle isn't too difficult, but you may have to think things over a bit. If you're having trouble, you can actually drop weapons, electric or metal, as conduits. What the? My sword is under the map? How'd that happen? Oh god, I think my sword fell off the screen.
Well, what do you know? This game is Dylan cheat-proof.
Electric weapons are very valuable. It sucks that I lost one for nothing. Maybe this is karma for my 2 illegal Koroks. I don't want to lose this one either. Gerudo Town is full of women, and men aren't allowed to enter, so you have to get girly clothes and pass yourself off as a female. It's annoying because, like I said, you have to constantly change clothes because it's hot during the day and cold at night, and then you have to change to another set of clothes to be able to enter this town. Even after you beat the Divine Beast, they don't let you into the city. What the hell? This treasure is a trap. If you use magnesis and it doesn't light up, it's an Octorok waiting to ambush you. A dangerous electric Lizalfos. Let's give the boomerang a try. Takes a little getting used to. I'm going back to the Oasis. Here you meet a character that gives you the female clothing you need. 600 rupees? Damn, I don't remember it being that expensive. If you want to get the rare heat-resistant clothing, you have to find a password to enter a secret shop. And you can only do this at night. Again, one of those things that completely flew by me the first time I played this game. Now we get to the Gerudo Queen. There's interesting lore behind this race of people. Only females exist, and I guess only one male Gerudo is born every 100 years. Poor guy. That must put you in an existential crisis. Spoiler alert, it does! Before I do anything else, I will make my way to the very southwest of the map. There is a secret ferry there, probably the most difficult one to find. But we'd be able to upgrade our equipment even further. We're gonna go surfing on a sand seal. Surfing USA! The desert does have sandstorms, and you lose all orientation when you go inside one. You can't access your map anymore, you don't know which direction you're going. I guess I've hit the border of the game. Alright, so where is the place? It's around here somewhere. Oh damn, she wants 500 rupees and I only have 400. Time sponge. I guess we'll go do the shrine. Another puzzle involving electricity. Oh nice, 300 rupees. Wow, that couldn't have come at a more convenient time. Let's see what we can upgrade, if anything. Let's go back to town. Now I must make my way to the Yiga clan's hideout. They stole the Thunder Helm, an item that the queen needs to help us fight the Divine Beast. Ah crap, I called bullshit on that. I didn't take out my BS button. I'm guessing these statues all want bananas, but I only have one bunch. Oh well. These annoying Yiga enemies. I'm gonna try to just run through, although they do drop bananas, bows, and rupees. Alright, another shrine here. This third part's a little trickier. You have to put both the square bomb and the sphere bomb, and the square bomb goes inside the upper structure for some reason. Bah, these jerk-offs again. Now I'm in the Yiga clan's hideout. This part makes you use more stealth elements. You want to avoid getting detected by the guards, and you can lure them by dropping bananas. Get these irresistible shiny stones. Oh crap, I got caught. It really sucks getting caught here because you have a bunch of enemies after you. The larger Yiga guards can one-shot you and they take forever to kill, so you're up shit's creek when you get caught here. You have to either get a game over or defeat all of the enemies, which is very difficult. Maybe if you go far back enough you can reset the hostility. I don't know, I guess I never tried. Oh, he's gonna get me right here. Yep. And I have to start all of this over, because I got greedy with some shiny stones. Now I get to Master Koga, one of the rare boss fights in this game. He's more of a comical battle rather than a difficult one. I kind of forget what I have to do here. Isn't his rock supposed to be metal? Okay, just fire an arrow at him, I guess. He has 3 different phases, but don't panic and you'll figure out what to do. Probably the funniest character in this game. Ouch, seems like this would be a pretty brutal death. But don't worry folks, he'll be back in Tears of the Kingdom to annoy you plenty more. We finally get the Thunder Helmet. Alright, I think I'll stop it here for today. The desert plus the Divine Beast make for quite a few hours of gameplay. So in the next episode it will be time to attack the Divine Beast. See you in the next episode and keep gaming everyone.